paper. Anyway, yeah, thank you. I just started it. Thanks for reminding me. All right, so which one for this example 2, we have 2 humpback whales to 7 killer whales. The actual count of which one do they give you?
Killer whale.
Eric, which one do they give you?
Killer whales.
Okay, and which one is that, on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. So we put the 42 at the bottom. Now, if you use cross multiplication, but you could probably figure this out in your head too, because it's what do you have to multiply 7 by to get to 42?
6.
Multiply it by 6, and so you multiply the top number by 6, and it ends up with how many humpback whales?
12.
That's correct, 12, because you multiply both by 6, and that gives you that. Now, not all of them are going to be exactly like that, because not all animals or not all things are exactly in that. They're always proportional, but they're not always exactly that way. And I'll give you an example like that on the practice here. So get your whiteboards ready. And I have disappeared now. Lovely picture of me and Mrs. Jones in Hawaii. And the reason we're wearing jackets is because we were on Mount, what's the name of that? Kilauea, I think. And it was like at 9,000 feet there. It was pretty cold, even in Hawaii. All right, so let's see here. What can I do? I can tell already what's going to happen. You guys are going to read it like, I can't read it. What does it say? I don't get it. Okay, so just telling you ahead of time. All right, are you ready? I am. Here it comes. I'm gonna make sure I'm making sure it gets in there. Okay. Here we go. So set up your chart and then do your ratio.
Do we have to do a chart if we can do this in our head?
Oh, you think you can do it in your head? Go ahead. Just write your answer down. You think you know it, and I don't want you just guessing numbers. But if you think you really know it, yeah, this can be done in your head if you're familiar well enough with this concept.
Oh, that's.
Mr. Jones, which one goes in the box? Which one goes where? I don't get it.
It doesn't matter which direction as long as they're the same for the actual count as for the ratio. So the ratio, you can put either one on top, as long as when you put that one on top for the ratio, you put the same on top for the other part as well. Does that make sense? So like if you put the fifth graders on top, then the number that you are looking for goes on top, and the number that you know for the sixth graders will go on the bottom, or vice versa, however you do it. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay. Anybody have an answer yet?
Wait.
How many
I do.
fifth graders? How many fifth graders do you have? Yowza! No way, Brianna. You had less to begin with. How could you have more afterward if it's a ratio?
Mr. Jones. Hold on.
I can't see you right now.
You can't see me? My camera's on.
I see ND.
My camera's on though.
I don't know. I think something. What kind of device are you using? Just out of curiosity.
A phone.
I see you now. That is correct, Andre. That is incorrect, Brianna. How could you have less than you started with if you have more sixth graders? Use cross multiplication, Brianna. Cross multiplication. You had your chart set up correctly. So you're gonna just set them up as fractions and do cross multiplication.
Wait. Mr. Jones?
One moment. I'm going to show you how your chart should be set up.
Wait, Mr. Jones, I think I know.
No, go ahead. Juliana, do you have a question?
My answer, is it correct?
Oh, 1 second. I got to pull you down to where I can see you.
Wait, her is it right?
I can't see you right now for some reason. That is correct, Brianna.
I can see Juliana's is correct.
It is okay. So, Juliana, you're correct.
Mr. Jones?
Yes? Wow. How do you have a third of a student? You can't split people up into pieces. That's illegal. You have your chart set up like this, Emma? You have your chart set up like that on the bottom?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. The one's on the bottom.
Oh, that's why. Well, I have it fifth and then sixth. Do you have fifth and sixth or sixth and fifth?
6. I mean, I have 6 and 5th and 6th. Yeah, I thought.
Okay, so you should have it set up like this then. 6 on the top for fifth and 14 on the bottom. That's your ratio right here, see? See this right here? That's your ratio. And then this is the number that you know for the sixth grade. So you're going to do 6/14 is equal to x over 21. Okay? So do that, and I'll show you on my board. So it looked like this. 6/14 equals x over 21. All right? And then you cross multiply it. So you'd be 14x equals whatever 6 times 21 is, which is?
Wait. 126.
Right. So then 14x equals 126. And so then you divide both sides by 14. And you have x on one side. And then what's 126 divided by 14?
Wait. I need to figure it out.
Eric, what about you? I haven't seen you give an answer yet either. Have you given an answer, Eric? Do you not understand what to do? If you're going to finish out this school year, you need to ask questions then, because if you don't understand, you need to ask me what part you don't understand. So what about it did you not get? Oh, Eric, what part did you not get?
How to get the answer part?
No, so what did you do? Did you set up a ratio box?
Yeah, I did.
So what did it look like? Do you have a picture of it right now?
Fifth graders to sixth graders.
Say again.
It's 9.
Fifth to sixth.
Okay, so you had
It's on
5th
the
on top,
top.
6 on the bottom. Okay, so then you had 6 on the top and 14 on the bottom on one side, and then X on the top and 21 on the bottom on the other side. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then you cross multiplying. So you would get so this is what you have, right? So you cross multiply and you get 14x on one side is equal to 21 times 6. Okay, that's the cross multiplication used. 21 times 6 is 126. So that's what you end up with for your formula, and then you divide both sides by 14. Eric, you do not realize how easy it is to read your face. So, what part do you not understand still, Eric?
We have to multiply?
Well, you multiply, cross multiply. So you see, I multiply, because they're ratios, I multiply the bottom of one with the top of the other. That's the 14x. That goes there. Then the 16 times the 6, which is equal to 126, that goes on the other side, and they're equal to each other. Okay? Does that make sense?
So the answer is 126.
No. We've got 14x is equal to 126. So I got to divide both sides by 14. So this left side is 14 over 14, which equals what?
1.
Okay, so that one stays x then, so you can just cross that out. That's 1. And then you got to do the other side, 126 divided by 14. Okay, so what do you get? So what do you get, Eric?
I'm thinking. I'm using my brain cells.
Try not to hurt yourself.
This?
I can't see it. Pull it down a little bit. Nope, you're one off. It's actually 9. If you test it, 14 times 8 is that number. 14 times 8 is 112. So that's not the right one. So it's another 14. So it's actually 9 altogether. But that's how you solve it. Okay? All right. So that is your lesson. You got 2 of them. 2 of them. And I'm going to do something special for you all. If you get both of these right, you'll get 2 check marks on the board. Okay? So that could help. Eric, you would get a half lesson pass. Juliana, you would get your full test pass. And Andre, you get a half lesson pass. Katie would get a half lesson pass. The only 2 people that don't benefit on that, except that you get 2 of them, is Emma and Brianna, because they're already right at the end of a half lesson pass right now. So, all right. So for tomorrow, and remind me tomorrow, because I might forget that I said that, but remind me of that. All right, let's go to language. Yeah.
Mr. Jones, what do you mean about 2?
So in other words, instead of just one initial that I put up there, I'll put up 2.
For the practice?
For the practice, there are only 2 problems. So if you get them both right, you get 2. If you get only one right, you don't get any.
Okay.
Okay. for the chance for 2. And then you have to make sure you have the labels in there too. Okay. Got that, Eric? Make sure you have the labels in there. All right. So let's move on.
Are we gonna do an oral read? Yeah, we're gonna do oral reading grade.
We haven't gotten to reading yet. We're in language right now. And for language, we have some rating to do, right? Yes. Right B. All right. So let's start with, let me record these as we're doing them. Write them down. All right. So the other part, it was 1, 2, 3. So it was 6. I mean 6 through 15, right? For the other part on Think B. There's nothing on 170 for points, or was that also? Yeah, it was also, wasn't it? It wasn't that. It was 5 through 14 on page 170.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing for points on Think B. I'll just give you those. Okay. All right. So here we go. So on 168, I mean 160. Wait a minute, where are we? Yeah, 167 on the bottom there. All right. So we'll start with Andre. Go ahead and read your first sentence for YOU''RE.
You're the smartest of them all.
Okay, and then do the ITS.
Me too.
Yep, keep going.
The pencil was its. Well, I don't really know what to say. I don't think I got it.
Can you just read it? I'm determining whether it's right or not. But just read it.
Okay. Its shell was its owner.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Do the THEIR. And you might want to sit a little closer because I think when you're farther away, it skips in and out.
Yeah. The books were there. There, like
Okay.
there.
Gotcha.
And YOUR.
Yeah.
This is your no. This is your book.
Okay.
And they are going outside right now. No, there.
Okay. And then IT''S.
And it's raining outside.
All right. You missed the third one. That's not the there. That's THERE that you should have had, not THEIR. That's the possessive. So, all right, Brianna.
For you're my best friend.
Okay.
And then I don't think I have one for it's without the apostrophe.
For the ITS. Okay.
Yeah. I have he was their owner.
Okay.
You're the one I chose.
All right.
They are going to, and
Okay.
it's a beautiful day.
All right. You missed the second one, the it's, because you say you didn't have it, and then the YOUR actually it was that supposed. What you said was YOU''RE again. So because your third cent, your fourth cent, or your third. What did you say again?
The third there.
No, the second your.
You're the one I chose.
Yeah, that means you are the one I chose. So it's YOU''RE. Okay, Juliana, go ahead. Your microphone's off, Juliana. Bye. There you go. Gotcha.
Okay.
You're the one who goes outside.
Okay.
It's my dad's birthday in 4 days.
Okay.
Your Bible is there on the desk.
Okay. So say that again.
Your Bible is there on the desk.
Okay. So you're talking about there for like that's your there one or the your one because you have both. Okay. Go ahead.
Your parents went out of town.
Okay.
And it's sunny outside.
Okay. You're missing one. Did you do one for the THEY''re? Yes, no? Juliana, you froze.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go ahead and move on to Eric. Go ahead, Eric.
What page are we on?
167 at the bottom, right B. Do you have it or no? Okay. Emma?
You're not happy today.
Okay.
This car has its problems.
All
There
right.
goes my dog. Your favorite color is red.
Okay.
Oh wait. They are making Jello,
Then
and
did you put they are? Did you put they are or they're making Jello?
they're making Jello, and
Okay.
then it's time for recess.
All right. You missed the third one. You guys seem to have a hard time with the THEIR. That's a possessive. So it's like their book. That's showing possessive. The way you guys keep using it is for the place, like it's over there, THERE, and that's different than what THEIR is. And so you want to make sure that you know the difference between them. They got to charge up that tablet. It died again on them again. All right. All right. All right, so go ahead to the next page. All right, next page is on page 169. I think we did those three, and so you had three at the top. Or did we do those? No, we did those already, didn't we? Yeah. All right, so think B, we did one or two of them, a couple of them, but I'll just go through them. Number 1 is he, 2 is me, 3 is me, 4 is our parents will pick us up. Number 5 is the audience gave them a standing ovation for their performance. Number 6 is she. 7 is THEIRS. 8, you and you. 9 is ITS. 10 is us. 11 is you and your, Y-O-U-R. 12 is her and her. Teacher asked her to read her scene came to the class. Number 13 is he. 14 is we and our. And 15 is she. All right, so now page 170. See if you can plug it in. All right, so here we go, page 170. Now we did the first 4 together, or first 5 together, or 4 together, I guess. All right, so now each blank is worth a point. Each blank is worth a point, and then each sentence part is worth a point. So if it has two parts, like 6, each one is worth half a point. Does that make sense? Eric, did you do any of this at all?
I did.
Okay, here we go. All right, so number 6 is OP in the blank. We'll do the blanks first. We'll just go down the line. Number 7 is DO, 8 PN, 9 PN, 10 IO, 11 PN, 12 S, 13 DO, 14 OP. Oh, and 5 was S, because I think that's the one we started on was 5. 5 is S.
Mr. Jones, what is 6 and 7?
6 was OP and 7 is DO.
Is it half for each blank?
No, each blank is 1 point. And then the sentence is worth 1 point. So if the sentence has 2 parts in it, like number 6 does, it'll be half a point for each part. Okay? All right, so here we go. Number 5, you should have crossed out us. Number 6, you should have crossed out he and I. Number 7, you should have crossed out I. Number 8, you should have crossed out me. Number 9, you should have crossed out them. Oh, look, Brianna, somebody baked something for you, except they spelled your name wrong. Number 10 is should have crossed out I. Number 11 should have crossed out him. 12 should have crossed out me. 13 should have crossed out he. And 14 you should have crossed out I. All right, any questions? All right, so getting back. Juliana can easily plug it in. I don't know if she realized she can actually use it while it's plugged in. All right, so let me get your grades on that. So how many did you miss, Andre, on that part?
1.5.
1.5? Okay. All right, Brianna?
-4.
Okay. Eric?
-6.
Okay, and then Emma.
-2.
All right, any questions on any of those? Brianna, do you know why you got number 8 wrong?
No.
Because it's an inverted sentence. The 2 pirates in the play were really Jesse and I. Really, if you switch it around, it would say Jesse and I were the 2 pirates in the play. Were really the 2 pirates in the play. It's an inverted sentence, and so those are the subjects. Pirates were. Oh no, because they're predicate nominatives. They're predicate nominatives renaming the subject pirates. The pirates were Jesse and I, so I is subjective case, so that's why. All right. Anybody else miss number 8?
Mm-mm.
Hey, Eric, how about paying attention to what we're doing here? Thank you. All right. I mean, you're with me, what, an hour in a day, possibly? That's it, pretty much? You can sit with me for an hour, I think. I think one time we went a little longer. All right. Still waiting for Juliana to show up. But all right. So think D. Think D. That is a quiz for you. Okay. So you want to make sure that you do that. For tomorrow, make sure you pay attention to detail and look up answers and figure things out. Ask questions for me if you have questions about something. All right. So next part, compound pronouns. Compound pronouns. All right. So let's go ahead and have Emma start reading.
Suffixes themselves can be added to the following personal pronouns to make compound pronouns: him, himself, her, herself, it, itself, them, themselves, mine, myself, your, yourself, singular, yourselves, plural, our, ourselves.
Hey, Andre.
Compound personal pronouns are used in the predicate to refer back to the subject or to add emphasis. They do not take the place of personal pronoun.
Okay, so in that first example there, it says you. Why is that you in parentheses?
Because it's a subject.
Understood you. Yes, understood you is the subject, right? So understood you. It's basically a command. Help yourself to some more spaghetti. All right, and so you help yourself. You help yourself. You see that yourself is in the predicate form or the predicate part of the sentence, and so it says the compound pronoun refers to the same person as the subject does. The subject is you, yourself. The boys drew themselves. The subject is boys. Themselves is renaming boys, or not renaming it, but it's emphasizing it. And then the Lord himself, emphasis on the Lord. The Lord himself washed the disciples' feet. And so the compound emphasizes the noun Lord. And so it says, study these incorrect uses of a compound pronoun and rewrite each sentence correctly. Benjamin and himself built a tree house in a live oak tree. Now, what is wrong with that one, Eric?
Himself.
Okay, so what should it be instead?
Me? Wait, no, him? Yeah.
Separate them individually. So just use Benjamin by itself and then use the other one and see what would go there.
He?
Very good, you got it. So it would say Benjamin and he built a tree house in a live oak tree. It would be the proper way to do it. Okay? I have a bouquet of flowers for yourself. Andre, what do you think? It says there, yourself is in a prepositional phrase showing that an objective case personal pronoun is needed. What's that?
You?
That's correct. You is the personal, and is the objective case personal pronoun. All right. Look at it a little closely, and Brianna, read that for us.
Never use the incorrect form his self or their selves. Jonathan gave himself a liqueur for sleeping so late. Wrong. Jonathan gave himself a liqueur for sleeping so late. Right.
Yeah, the first time you actually said himself, and it should have been himself. Okay. So the second one there, Eric, go ahead and read those.
The policeman himself walked me across the street. Wrong. The policeman himself walked me across the street. Right.
Okay, Emma, how about this one?
Lauren and Emma made themselves a picnic lunch. Wrong. Lauren and Emma made themselves a picnic lunch.
Very good. Themselves. Good job. Okay. All right, so let's go to the next page. And I will give you a hint on these. These are not for points, but I'm going to give you a hint on them. You're going to do this page and 173, but on this page, it says write correct in the blank if the compound pronouns are used correctly. There are 7 correct sentences, so half of these are correct. All right? You're going to do that page. You're going to do, remember, C at the bottom. So don't forget that one, Eric. Mark it. And then write D on the next page. Okay? And so you're going to write a sentence using a nominative case personal pronoun, write a sentence using an objective case personal pronoun. All of those are on page 165. You can easily look for it and just use one, using it correctly, of course, in this sentence. Do not do remember E yet, though. Okay? Oh, there's Juliana. I mean, Juliana's back. Nice to have you back, Juliana. Although you did miss some things. Don't know if you knew that or not. So, Juliana, on page 170 is a quiz on Think D. Okay, so make sure you look those up. You're going to have to read over 171 or go back and look at the video because you're going to have to look at the video anyway for the answers that you missed, so you can tell me what your score is, okay, of what you missed there. And then on 172, there are 7 that are correct. on 172. And don't forget to remember C at the bottom, and then also write B at the top. Okay? All right. Time to go to reading. So let's go ahead and get your reading books out. Oh, by the way, sixth graders, pay attention. I forgot to put the correct spelling pre-test, trial test form in there. I put the one that's not, what you're doing this time is just a spelling, like 50 spelling words. So you're going to end up with 25. Yeah, I gave you the wrong one. So you're going to have to add numbers. Is there 25 on that?
Yeah.
There's only
You
20.
gave the right one. You gave the right one to us.
I did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all of you have the right one? Oh, good. Okay. I thought I'd given you the wrong one, but maybe I didn't. Okay, good. All right. All right. So on today's reading, it's not combined reading today. That's tomorrow. No, it's not even tomorrow. It's on Thursday. We'll have a combined reading.
It says on syllabus for Monday, April 6th.
Yesterday you were supposed to?
It
It says
says
No.
both classes be ready to do an oral reading grade during the interact.
You know what, Emma? You're correct. It does say that, but I forgot to take that out. That's why. That was from last week. We'll do another one in a couple of weeks.
Oh.
But thank you for pointing it out, because I'll remove that. We will do it together. We will do reading together on Thursday, though. Okay. All right. That's it. Any questions? Eric, hang on for a moment. Okay, I'm going to give you some help in something as soon as everybody else hangs up.
Oh. Do we hang up?
Yep, you can hang up, and I will stop the recording.